Hey guys, it's JYCC and I'm back with another deck profile. And this time I'm going to be doing Blasters, considering that it's one of my favorite decks to play from G era until today. So let's get on to the profile. So starting off, you're going to be playing, I played, or you guys are going to be playing 2 Exculpates because it's one of the cards you're going to need as an extra Blaster unit. Because with this deck, you are going to be focusing on creating that 6 blaster board just to get that 6 crit and giant power. 3 Arc Sabers because you want to have him ride on early game or mid game. Because, like, okay, say for example, you don't have MLB in your hand and you have this thing in your hand. Well, you're going to need 2 blaster units in your drop zone and a blaster unit on your Vanguard circle. So once that happens, you ride onto him as a grade 3. Yeah, it actually happens. Its skill is pretty okay, but the fact that Bushy has nerfed it, yeah, I kind of felt like that was a bit harsh. Considering that, like, okay, you can blast 3, soul blast 3, you call a blaster unit from your drop zone, soul, drop zone, and deck. I forgot to say damage zone, but I don't know what happened. And then it pretty much just refills your board or builds your board. And then we go on to the grade 3s, which is your boss card. 4 MLBs, because MLB, it's pretty much, once you ride into it, you swing with giant number once you have a full board. And if you have like somewhat of a small board, like if you have like say 4 or 5 blaster units on your board, you're gonna need to drive check another blaster unit with a different name that you don't have on your board. And once you do so, you call it to the board and you get that giant number, which everyone's gonna easily PG. So this card is pretty much your boss monster or boss card. Then for the grade 2s, I run 4 blaster blades. Pretty simple. It's your key card. So yeah, no need to explain about that. 4 rapiers, because 2 things. 1, its attack skill. If you have a Vanguard with Blaster or Arc Saber in its name, you look at the top card of the deck. See what happens, like whether it's a trigger or a blaster unit if you have MLB on your Vanguard. Either leave it on top or bottom of the deck. And if you have 6 or more blaster units, well actually if you have 6 units with blaster unit, it becomes a plus 15 beat stick. Because once you have force, it's going to be 35. With another booster, minimum 40. And for the last grade 2s, 4 arrows. Because once you place it, if you have 3 or more units with blaster units, you can discard a card and reveal it from your hand, just so you could search for Arc Saber. And once you have 6 or more, well, once you have 6 units with blaster units, you pretty much give everyone resist. Now, there are other options on running grade 2s. You can try running Conjurer of Mithril, but for me, I'm not that huge of a fan of Mithril because, like, yes, Mithril can actually help you dig for your grade 2s, but I like to keep it more of like a pure blaster build. Let's get on to the grade 1s. Grade 1s, we run 4 daggers because this gives everyone boost if you have a full board of blasters, and when the attack of your Vanguard with Blaster or Arc Saber hits, you bounce this card back to your hand. This is pretty okay, not gonna lie. 4 javelins, because once you have a Vanguard with Blaster or Arc Saber, it becomes a 10k booster or 10k beat stick on its own. And once you boost, while you have a full board of blasters, you pretty much become a Narukami unit. It pretty much binds an opponent's rear guard in the front row. Yeah, pretty simple. And now this is actually the last grade ones. It's gonna be depending on what you want to try. So most people go for Allen. Most people go for Marin. Well, in this case, I like to go for 4 copies of Lucius because once you have Lucius on your board already, once you ride into your MLB, say for example, oh, I have an Exculpate in my hand. What do I do with it? Well, you kind of just shove your Lucius into your soul, draw a card, and then you call that Exculpate in from your hand to board. It doesn't matter if the grade is like same or lower. You can just break the rules with this cool card. So yeah, and now we get to the trigger lineup. Trigger lineup is actually going to have to be really tough. You're going to have to like play around with it a little bit. So for this case, I go for like 4 crits, 4 heals, and 8 draws. Because in this kind of situation, I might be lacking hand power. You can go for 6 crit, 6 draws, and 4 heals, but this is gonna be up to you. And let's not forget our starter. Anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Vanguard content. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.